Hello, everybody, and welcome to this special edition. Again, a little sneaky peek of what will be a Patreon show in the future. But today, this is replacing the Sort of Stuff podcast for this episode, and our Lord is here. Oh, hail Mojo!
Say hello. Say hello.
Oh, hail! Oh, hail!
Good boy. Hello.
This is the wonderful world of Mojo, for those of you who have not read the title description. And we are going to spend some time with the lovely Mojo here. This show was inspired by what happened on the special edition 50/50 booking on Sunday. So there'll be Patreon editions from now on, but this special one will be for everyone. So you guys can get an idea of what it's like. So if you're a dog person, you may want to have a look at this in the future. What we'll do, however, because nobody else gets any sort of promoting on this show except for our Lord.
Yes.
Everyone's details are in the description below, but our Lord is the one who gets it on the screen here.
Yes, our Lord and Savior, Mr. Mojo. I apologize for the mess on the bed. I've been moving my room around all day. So,
also, Lord Mojo likes it, so you know.
Yeah, Mojo thinks it's fine as long as he has room on the bed. That's the main thing for him, isn't it, baby? Love you.
Exactly.
Say I love you. I love you. Say love you.
We need some more light if possible because we can't really see you guys.
Yeah, I can see what I can do about that. Mojo, where are you? I don't know if that's going to help. I haven't got any of my lamps, so unless
if he stays there, then yeah, because we can see him very well.
I'm pretty sure you don't want to see his butthole for the whole thing. So
we can't actually see his butthole until you move the camera just then. We can only see half of it.
Mojo, why have you moved over here? Are we staying over here now? Sit.
We can actually see him very well if he's there.
No, where are you going? Mojo, what's Mama got?
Lord Mojo is being a diva.
Do you want a whole tree? Is that what it is? Do you want a whole one? Come here.
I think what we probably should do is go into obviously how Mojo came into everyone's lives.
Yeah, so originally Mojo was my ex's mum's dog. And Mojo just... Why are you sniffing by the hair camera? Because that's a no-no. You want to play? Oh no, that's got a hole in. I can't do it that way. Oh, here we go. So Mojo came into my life through my ex, and we then got him September of 2019. We got him. And he has been around. Oh, gently. He's been around for almost 2 years now of my life. It's going to be 2 years this September. Oh, careful! You're going to bash into things. Why? So yeah, that's how Mojo came around. Are you bored of it now? Does Lord Mojo want a treat? Do you want a beef one instead? I've got beef. Because I know you're not a big fan of chicken, but you was eating them fine earlier.
I think maybe we should also tell everyone how old Lord Mojo is.
Lord Mojo is 3 years old. He will be 4 in January. Oh, where's Mum put him? Do you remember where Mummy put him? So, a few little facts about Mojo.
I was going to say it might be an idea, yeah.
Yeah, so a few little facts about Mojo. He is a Malamute Akita Husky. Well, not Husky. My apologies. He's an Alaskan Malamute mixed with a Akita. I don't know what kind of Akita, but yep, he is part Akita. He loves having cuddles. Don't you? Do you want the whole thing? Or is it because Mummy gave you dinner first before we did the show?
I would guess yes.
Well, probably, yeah, because he sniffs it and then goes, there you go, you can have it. But so he likes cuddles. Over what he just started nosing my suitcase, which was quite cute.
Enough.
One of his favourite things to play with: plastic bottles. What is it? Is it a plastic bottle? Do you want to play with the bottle? That'll keep him happy for a few hours. But no, is Lord Mojo not satisfied with that today? No? Okay. So he loves playing with plastic bottles. What was that? What do you want to say? Do you want another treat?
Does Lord Mojo possibly need to go for a
Do you need a pee? You do? Right.
Yeah. Figure that might be a thing, yeah. Our Lord and Saviour Mojo, like any dog, occasionally needs the toilet. It's what it does. But unlike a lot of dogs, Mojo will actually let you know he needs to go.
Yes. So Mojo, he is also very aware when it comes to certain mental health problems as well, and also medical conditions like epilepsy, PTSD, and anxiety. He has no training whatsoever, but he knows when stuff's going to go down. So he's always very aware of that. He can open doors by himself, as you guys have probably witnessed on several different podcasts. He is very, very clever for his age.
Yeah, to be clear, guys, we're not talking about front doors here. We're talking about like normal latch doors.
Yeah, bedroom doors. It's literally doors within the house. Also, the back garden door he can open from the outside. He can't open doors from the inside.
Yeah, it's the ones with levers, basically.
Yeah. But so yeah, from the outside of doors he can open them because also they're push. He can't open pull doors. So
Give him time. Give him time.
He's already tried to open he can open my door from the inside because he's in here quite a lot, but he doesn't open it completely. He literally will open it so it's on draft. So yeah, he's getting there with that. Yeah. However, because of the breeds that he is, he needs a lot of exercise on a daily basis. So Mojo will get his exercise through two different means. One, he goes on a walk. So he will go on about a 5-mile walk or several short walks throughout the day. Another way he gets his exercise is through playing in the back garden. And so yesterday he had a walk with me. And today he's had several hours of play in the back garden with tennis balls. And this
is a fairly big garden we're talking about here as well. So
yeah,
there's a lot of room.
This garden is huge. I can't give you measurements, but it is fucking huge. Excuse my language.
It takes, I'd say, judging from what I've seen, it probably would take, let's just say, a full-grown adult of about 6 foot would probably take you roughly about 20 strides to cross the garden.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you work that out, that's quite a distance. Yeah,
I mean, it's perfect for him because he will play. I say he plays fetch. My dog's too smart for fetch.
No, the humans play fetch. You bring stuff to him.
Pretty much. So I throw a tennis ball, he'll go get it, then he'll come bring it back, and then I'll throw it again, and then he'll look at me and huff as if to say, oh, so you didn't want it, so why am I bothering to bring it to you in the first place if you're just going to throw it again? That's his logic behind it. But yeah, he's a very, very loving, loyal dog.
Can't say I fault his logic though.
Oh yeah, no, I can't either. But oh, a funny story as well about Mojo. When we were living in Dover for a while, I took him on a massive walk, and there were several like big built blokes just having a chat in the middle of like the pavement. And I go, excuse me, please. One of them jumps out of his skin saying, oh my God, your dog's going to kill me. I'm just like, no. Because people think he's terrifying.
No.
No. I mean, you know from experience, and obviously as, you know, one of his owners, he is a very, very loyal being.
I mean, the thing I would say, though, in full fairness, the way he greets me probably would scare a lot of people. But he knows he can do that with me. I think that's the difference. I don't think he'd do that to somebody who wasn't comfortable.
No. To someone who's new to the house, like at all, he will run around you in circles. He will jump up at you every now and again from excitement.
It's like what he does to your nan and granddad, basically.
Yeah. And then he will sniff your genitalia, because that's where he smells strongest. And then after a few minutes of that, he leaves you alone.
Not if it's me, though.
No. So with Peter, he does puppy play.
Oh, yeah.
And this is full puppy play as if it's dog on dog, not human on dog. Now, he does that with you, and he does it with my brother, who is 13. Just have to remember how old he was then.
Yeah.
Children. Sorry, I have a full house. But, so the way he greets my sister, right? My sister is 5'1", all right? My dog's 5'5".
When he's up on his hind legs, to be clear.
Yeah, when he's on his hind legs, he is 5'5". When she comes home from school, or if she's been out, he'll come home, she'll go, Mojo! And then he will run up to her, paws up on her shoulder and start on her shoulders and licking her face. That's how he greets her. He greets me depending on the day I've had in a couple of different ways. One way is he will do what he does to like people who are new to the house. Other times he will greet me by giving me cuddles. And when I've had a bad day, he stays quite low and he will just brush up against my legs and lean into me and let me stroke him. So I have 3 different greetings from him.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the alpha of the house, aka my mother, and my youngest brother, they get greeted the exact same way. And it's a level of importance from what I can gather, because my little brother had some issues when it came to dogs, because all of my siblings plus myself were scared of dogs. And then we get this one.
And you remember how much I used to tell you guys, honestly, they're not as bad as you think they are. They're really not.
Yeah. And now owning a dog, you know, we've all gotten over our fears of dogs to an extent. And, you know, that's my friend. Who am I on about? My little brother, he turns around and he still has some issues, right? So my little brother, when he gets greeted with a little sniff on the hand and a massive grin, and then he sits and lets my little brother stroke him. Yeah. Same way my mum gets greeted, and that's a respect thing.
Yeah.
But when my other brother comes home from school, straight to the back garden and puppy play. And then I will let you explain how you get greeted.
Oh,
Greeting.
yes, I get the most unique greeting out of everyone, I believe. Basically, when he meets me and sees me, his first reaction is to literally come up onto my shoulders and start wrestling with me. We literally stand there and start moving around as if we're in a wrestle, like a grapple, and we are both nuzzling each other because it's a case of and he's not biting or anything. He's just been very playful, and because he understands he can do that with me. And he knows I'm not going to hurt him. He knows he's going to be fine. And he knows he can be a bit rougher with me if he needs to be because I can deal with that. So me and him essentially are big adult play, but it's still puppy play.
Yeah. I mean, another thing that Mojo does as well is when he wants to tickle somebody, he gently nips on your ear and on your underarm.
Yeah.
He will. It's very gentle. I've had it done. He doesn't physically hurt anyone ever.
I've never seen him do
it. An accident.
I've never seen him do it.
He had one issue when we first got him, where he accidentally overstepped with me and was a bit too rough. And, you know, he didn't draw blood or anything. He just kind of clamped onto my hand a bit too hard. And, you know, I kind of screamed because I was still a bit scared around dogs. And he literally sat there for a whole hour licking my hand.
Yeah.
He's an extremely apologetic dog. And, you know, it's really sweet.
Well, that in itself, I was going to say, that in itself explains his nature because he realised he was too playful and got a bit too rough. So that's him apologising for doing it.
Yeah.
Which if he was a bad, violent, or viciously trained dog, that would never happen. No. It's only the light-natured dogs that would bother.
See, Mojo, the only thing that he hurts are his toys. He never physically means to cause harm. Ever. I was going to say, he's so apologetic.
I was going to say, you did forget to mention something, probably should. Obviously, when his original owner got him, you might want to explain that, because that'll explain a lot of the stuff as well.
Yeah, so when his original owner got him, he was about yay big. Something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
He then very quickly grew to the size he is now. Well, he was a
bit funny. He's probably still growing.
Yeah, because when we got him, he was 4'9" on his hind legs.
Mm-hmm. So, as you said before, he's now 5'5".
Yeah, so he is now very, very tall. So, being extremely tall and also quite muscular, because he's a very strong dog. She couldn't cope.
I'll say, speaking from having wrestled with him, I know he's powerful because you can feel it when he does that. And the fact the way he is when he wrestles with me tells me he understands his own strength.
Yeah.
If he wanted to, he could cause me many more problems when we do that, but he goes out of his way not to.
If anything, I've got Mojo hair in my mouth. I apologise. That's one thing. He's shedding again.
It's a common thing for those breeds of dogs, just to be clear to people.
Yes, he sheds from his winter coat to his spring coat because he sheds throughout all the spring. It's a bloody nightmare. He gets brushed twice a day when he's shedding, and the amount of fluff we pull out, I could make a carpet.
Yeah, I should probably point out to other dog owners. The breeds in question shed more than a regular dog does.
Yeah. The Alaskan Malamute, for example, sheds twice a year. Because, you know, they have a really thick winter coat, and then in the summer it's still quite thick, but it's not overly thick. And the Akita, I believe, can shed up to 3 times a year, depending on the climate. And so with those two breeds, I have to vacuum every day in my bedroom, and I have to vacuum my bed because he likes to lay on my bed and sleep on it.
And of course, the thing is as well with him, he's got light hair, so it shows up on pretty much everything.
Yeah, I mean, even when I'm wearing grey joggers, like really light grey joggers today, and I can see immediately 5 strands of his hair. And bearing in mind his fur's white.
Yeah, so essentially, if we're not to show, everything would have to be the same shade of white that you was wearing.
Yeah, and even then, it won't hide it all because he's got some tan fur, he's got black, he's got grey.
Which is a part of him being the Malamute, isn't it?
Both, because the
both.
tan,
Okay.
the tan is from the Akita line, and the black and the white is both. The white is from both. The tan is from the Akita, and the grey and black is from the Malamute. But yes, he's also talking to a very lovely lady doggo at the moment. So yes, for those of you who do not know, my dog is not neutered.
And dogs go into seasons, for those of you who do not know this. So basically, there'll come a point where him and the lady dog will be, "We're gonna make love to your woman."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the last time his lady friend went into heat, which is the actual term for it, is heat. When she went into heat, the UK were in the middle of a lockdown. So I'm not too sure when she comes into heat next, but I hope it's soon. Because one thing that Mojo will do is when he gets very hyperactive, when he's been playing for a while, and if you've been playing with him quite a lot, he will try and hump you. And this is partly to assert dominance. Well, I say partly, it is to assert dominance. Yeah, it's something that a male does quite a lot.
Yeah, something to bear in mind here, people. There's nothing wrong with the dog if it does that. It's natural behavior for the dog. It's just something they are going to do. All you have to do, if you have one, Steph will explain what you need to do.
With Mojo, when he tries to hump, no matter who it is, we pull him away and we very firmly say no. And we repeat that. And if it gets too much, 2 fingers, nose, very light tap on the nose, and he leaves it alone.
Essentially, guys, it's a basically when you give a fist bump, it's a little gentle tap, kind of like that.
That's essentially what it is. And after we do that, so it's just a tiny little bonk on the nose, he backs off. If he doesn't the first time round. Normally, he's quite good, but there have been very rare occasions where we've had to do that. Now, I'm going to make this perfectly clear, because I'm a dog owner. I am not for using animals, and what I do is discipline, not abuse, because I'm telling him it's bad, and that is the only time that he ever has any sort of harmful behavior towards him, or whatever you want to call it. It's literally, it's like when a child steals a sweet, you give them a slap on the wrist. That's essentially what it is.
Something you're not supposed to do now, by the way.
Oh yeah, you're not supposed to do that at all, but you know, I know there are parents who do that.
To be honest, this isn't really a place for it, but a lot of that stuff really shouldn't have stopped.
Next time we'll be best.
Yeah, what I mean, absolutely, you should not be allowed to beat the living hell out of a child.
Oh no. God, yeah.
What I'm talking about is when they do something wrong, because how do you stop somebody from doing something wrong? The most effective way is to make sure it's not a pleasant experience, so you won't do it again.
Yeah. I mean, just to quickly touch upon this, when one of my siblings gets told off, they get tech ban, sweet ban, like, you know, or timeout. That's pretty much it. They get things taken away.
Yeah, that's okay too, because it at least serves a lot of people won't do anything, or they'll just say, "Don't do that again." If you do something like, at least like a tech ban, it's something that will impact them because it's something they will use and they rely upon.
Oh yeah, especially now, like with the younger generations. I'm seeing bloody 9, 10-year-olds walking around with an iPhone 12, and I'm just like, when I was your age, I had a Nokia brick.
Well, those kids clearly have too much money, right?
But I remember having a Nokia brick.
Yeah, well, some of us remember having much worse than that because we're older, but still, in fact, some of us remember not having them at all. But anyway, back to our Lord and Master.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to go see if I can grab him again in a minute, but I'm also going to quickly set up a light.
I was going to say, Steph, before you disappear, I think we should make clear to people, by the way, Mojo will appear when he wants to. We're not going to make him do anything, okay?
Yeah.
Just to be very clear about this. You may see us talking a lot to each other. The reason being is if Mojo wants to go do something, we are not going to make him stay.
No. With Mojo, he's very much a free spirit, and there is like 4 other people in this house besides myself. So, he likes to mingle with my family. He's very much a people dog. He hates being alone. Prime example is when my siblings go to school and it's just me and my mum. He sits by the front door and waits for all my siblings to come home. It's one of the sweetest things and one of the most saddest things. I mean, he refuses to go on a walk as well. When that happens, he refuses to be walked while they're at school, just in case they come home and he's not aware of it. So I walk him on the school run the days that I can. And then my mum does that on this. When I can't, she does it. So he still gets his exercise. But yeah, I'm trying to find one of my lights, and I believe I whacked it in. There it is.
Yeah, what it is, guys, is Stephanie was sorting out her room earlier, so basically it looks a bit different than what it normally would do. So the lighting's a bit not as good. So
the lighting's really, really not good, but we're gonna try and fix that.
Yeah, so that's what it is. Because Stephanie, I mean, to be perfectly honest, Stephanie doesn't have the best of lighting anyway, but it's still better than it usually is.
I just blinded myself.
Yeah, we noticed.
Yeah, it's my study lamp that I also use for up close embroidery work on my crochet. So yeah, right, I'm just gonna quickly hop around my bed.
Yeah, I mean, we all have different setups for when we all appear on these shows. I mean, I have mine, which, as you can tell, there's a backdrop here. I have a light in front of me here. I've got a microphone here because I've done lots of podcasts and shows before. So I already had most of this equipment when we first started doing these shows. Everyone else had less experience with this. So most of them have only got like laptops or phones, and that's it. I mean, a couple of other people also do streaming, so they have stuff for that. But again, it's okay. So the only person who's got the normal regular setup you'd expect for this sort of stuff is me.
Yes. I mean, my setup consists of I have a laptop. Every now and again, I have earphones. Normally I have a light here, a light there, and a light over there, being my main light. But where my room is a mixture of grey and red, it gets quite dark. And because I suffer with headaches and migraines and stuff, I don't have bright lights. I have quite dimmed, warm lights. That's the only harsh light I ever have.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Steph, what would probably work best for somebody like Steph, for example, if you do have that sort of condition, is something like a ring light, because they can do soft, bright lights, so it's not so bad, or a video light like I've got going on here, because this is what's providing my light. There's a video light in front of me here. I have lots of them because of what I do for a living.
Yes.
But I need one for this because all I need is one. But I could set up more if I wanted to. I just don't need to. It's the honest answer.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to talk to you about St. Gothard. St. Gothard. But where I'm a college student, at the moment. I don't have the funds for that kind of stuff at the minute. But
Yeah,
hopefully I should do soon.
I would say to people, if you're looking to do this sort of stuff, you can get fairly decent stuff for fairly cheap if you want to. But in my case, my computer's the most expensive thing I have because it's a desktop. I'm not going to go into details of what it is, but it's the most expensive thing. I'll say that. But out of the actual particular equipment specific for what we do, the most expensive thing is my microphone. And that cost me about 50 quid. But it's normally like about £100. So, no worries. But the light wasn't that expensive. It was just getting it from the right place, basically. So, but while Stephanie sorts out what she's doing, I'll go into details about my history with dogs because, as Steph pointed out, when Mojo first came to live there, they were all a bit wary of the dogs. I mean, not my sister, but I'll go into why that is in a minute. The kids were wary of dogs and stuff. Me and my sister, which is Stephanie's mother, grew up with dogs. So we always knew dogs. So for us, it was never an issue because there was always two dogs around, essentially. There was a female dog and a male dog. We lived with a female dog, and the male dog was my nan's. They were brother and sister, so we were around them pretty frequently. And never any issues at all. Two wonderful dogs. I mean, they lived for quite a long time, actually, for dogs, which is a thing. So they were both nearly, 20 in human years when they died? So if you want that in dog years, that's quite a whack. But they're wonderful, good-natured dogs, and we were, like, young to teenagers at that time, so it was, yeah. It's the right time to have them, because if you grow up with them like that, then you get used to dogs, and they don't bother you. That's the thing. So basically, ever since obviously growing up with them, if my friends have dogs, or if I encounter dogs on the street, or I'm out about doing photo shoots, for example, sometimes on the location, a random dog will run up to you because you're out in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't bother me because I'm used to dogs and I can deal with them as such. So it's one of those things. So it does help. But obviously, once these guys got Mojo, there was a case of they wasn't sure and all this sort of stuff. And I was like, the minute I first saw a picture of him, I was like, oh no, I want him. And he's such a lovely dog. I mean, it's because me personally, and anyone who knows me knows this, I'm a husky fan. Love huskies. And I like all those sort of dogs, which people seem to have a bad name for. I like those kind of dogs. So, because there's nothing wrong with the dogs. If a dog acts badly or is mean, nasty and stuff, it's how they've been taught by their owner. It's not the dog, it's the owner. So if a dog is like that, it's the person who actually owns the dog. They've learned that from the owner, or the owner has taught them to be like that. Dogs, by their very nature, when they're born, especially when they're puppies, it's not a thing. They are lovely, lovely creatures. And one of my favourite animals to be around, because I just love dogs, I do. It's the one thing I'm a big softie about, in all honesty. There's very few things, but dogs is definitely one of them, probably the biggest of them, actually. Because love doggos. I'm a big doggo lover.
Our Lord and Saviour is currently having... Oh, wait. I can hear him. He was having a puppy fight with my brother. But I just had him clamber up the stairs. So we may get a puppy in and we may not.
Well, we did have him earlier. Obviously, his lordship can come and go as he pleases, as we said before. We're not going to make him do anything.
But with Mojo as well, he is great with autism and like children. Oh, What, you speak of the devil. Hello, baby. Is this what you were after? Is this what you're after? No? In? What do you want to do? Are you coming in? Do you want to come say hi?
Maybe you want strokes. Maybe you want some fuss.
Do you want to say hi? Do you want to sit? Do you want a bit of a treat? No? Are you full?
When you said about come and sit, he sort of grins. I'm guessing it's sitting.
Do you want to sit? No? What do you want to do?
Drink?
He just filled up his water bowl.
Play?
Do you want to play? Do you want to play? Do you want to play? Do you want to play? What this? Do you want to play with the bottle? No? Is it because the bottle's too big? Do you want this one instead? Hello. What do you want? Am I sitting where you're meant to be?
That might be it as well.
No, he's currently got the cream soda bottle. Oh! I mean, watch. See? I can put my hand in his mouth and he'll be fine.
We can't see that, Steph, by the way.
Oh, fuck. Is this Mama's bottle? Is it Mummy's? Do you want to play? Why don't you knock over my picture for me? Not cool. Hit my guitar. Apologies, bad acoustics. Now where are you? Hi. Hi. Huh? He has a big thing about labels as well. He absolutely hates them.
So do I.
As you can tell.
I'm with Mojo. I hate them as well.
Literally, if he gets a toy that has a label, what do you do to the label? Do you destroy? Do we get destructive when it comes to labels?
Probably something I've never thought to ask you, by the way. Has he encountered bubble wrap?
No, not yet. Oh, your breath's really warm. Does that mean it's time to brush? Can I try and brush your teeth? Can I?
I'm not sure about that look.
Good boy. Come here. Sit. Sit. Come here. It's okay. See? It's not gonna hurt. See? Trying to get him desensitized because he's used to having dentist sticks. But yeah. I wanted to try teeth brushing. But no, don't bite my bed frame.
Yeah. To be clear, we're just going to see if he's okay to do it. If he's not, she's not going to make him do it.
Yeah, I don't make him do anything he doesn't want to do. Oh, give him toothbrush kissy. Do you just want the bottle instead?
Yeah, bottle.
Yeah. Leave the toothbrush instead. Right? Right? But another thing Mojo really doesn't like is dog beds. When we got him a dog bed, when we first got him, we got him a dog bed, we got him loads of toys, loads of treats, loads of food. And when he saw the bed, first thing was destroy the label. The second thing was, I don't like this, I'm going to rip it to shreds. And we were trying to get him to lay on it for a good week before he even did. You know, right, baby? Someone got a burp? No, leave it. That's mummy's things. You don't go in that, okay?
Yeah, for those of you wondering, Stephanie calls Mojo Mutt is what Steffi calls herself to Mojo because Mojo's Steffi's baby.
He is my baby. What is... So you're more interested in a car... He's more interested in stuff like this.
You do realise that's the same as every child ever. We don't want the thing you've given us. We want the wrapper.
Oh, why has that gone dark? Oh, hello, we're back. I think it was too dark where I was showing.
That's probably it, yeah.
So yeah, he loves rubbish.
We did see him doing this.
Yeah. He loves plastic bottles, he loves toilet roll tubes, bin bag tubes. So that's the tube that he has now. It's from one of my bin bag liners stuff that ran out.
I was going to say, if it's the cardboard tubes, most dogs like those.
Yeah, he loves laying on the concrete, especially in the summer because concrete is quite cold because we've got concrete in the shade as well as grass. So he chooses concrete over the dirt.
Yeah, the reason why that is, for the viewers, is the breeds of dog he is are native to colder places in the world, so he likes cold.
What is it? Oh, someone got a scratch. Is that a good itch? What is it?
It's nothing like a good itch, is there, Mojo?
What is it? Do you want the toilet roll tube thing? Do you want it? Do you want a treat? But so yeah, when it comes to beds and sleeping arrangements, he sleeps anywhere and everywhere. Sit. Sit. Love you. Say love you. Oh, no, don't punch me. Say love you. Gently. Did someone not like that? Why are you putting it on my bed? No, that's a sock.
I think that's him telling you he didn't like it.
Here. You don't like these? These are the ones he was eating before we went on air.
Maybe he's had too many of that type.
I don't know. Why are you sniffing my hand? I'm sure that tickles. That tickles.
What's he doing?
He was licking the webbing in between my finger and my thumb. It's a weird sensation. Do you want to eat it?
Yeah, because obviously we can't see that stuff.
No, and I can't put you down on the floor with me because otherwise you guys won't be able to see anything. Don't lick me. Don't lick my leg, okay? Do you want beef? Do you want beef instead? Oh, yeah. When it comes to Mojo's birthdays, he gets a packet of pork sausages. And it's a once-a-year treat. Twice a year, including Christmas. He gets a packet at Christmas. And he also gets a packet on his birthday. So he gets sausages and gravy with kibble for dinner. And he gets half of the packet with dinner. And then he has half of the packet the next day for breakfast. Do you want to eat? No, are you just fed up with the cheap treats? Do you like the more bougie stuff? No? I don't know what you're doing. I don't know. My dog's him and his taste buds get very weird. It's like He gets canned food mixed with kibble for breakfast and dinner on a normal day. Now, when we first got him, he didn't like gravy with meat. He liked meat chunks and jelly. And then he stopped eating the jelly food. So we had to go on to him having gravy. And his preferences just changed quite a lot. I mean, at one point he was eating loaf, which there is no gravy, no jelly, it's just meat. But his preference now is gravy. But he also likes beef. Beef is his favorite alongside turkey when it comes to food. Because in the 12 packs we get from Tesco's, he gets 3 beef, 3 lamb, 3 chicken, and 3 turkey.
Yeah.
I
was going to say, obviously, the thing about a dog like Mojo is his diet is very important. You have to be very particular about what you give him.
Yeah. Because part of his diet also requires fish and rice once a month. And that's... What are you doing? Stop sniffing my leg! That tickled. That tickled. No, big softy. But he also... It also depends on the time of year as well, how much he gets per mealtime. So recently, when I wasn't well, and my mum wasn't well either, he was only getting play out in the garden, and he wasn't eating as much. So what we did was we halved his portion sizes and fed him 4 times a day. And we also do that in the warmer weather as well. So when it comes to spring and summer, he gets 4 separate meals a day, half a can of food with half a scoop of dry food as well. But yeah. What's caught your attention now? What are you doing? You looking at me for no reason at all? Right, what have you just planned? He just gave me the dirtiest smile. What have you just planned?
He's gonna pass away.
Well, don't. It was so funny. Before we went live, he was sat by my bedside table and he let out the fattest burp. I thought there was another human being in the room. Didn't I? Oh, you decided to make an appearance again. Hello, peekaboo.
Oh, hello, Mojo.
Huh? Kissy? No? Do you want chicken? You really don't like the chicken ones. Do you want beef?
Do you want to lick Mummy?
Do you want to give Mum a kiss? Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight?
Hugs?
Cuddle? Oh! There's nothing in that bag. There's nothing in that box.
You didn't see that, did you? He just had this grin on his face like, I know what I'm going to do.
Where are you going? I can't actually see where he's gone.
It's just you follow him because I think that
What
was
are you
not a
doing?
good grin.
What are you doing? Come here. Oh, ow. What did I just kneel on? Oh, I kneeled on one of your treats. It's worse. When I kneel on a treat, it's kind of like stepping on Lego. You eating? Okay. But I'm just going to see if I can find it. Because there's one type of play that I do with you. Yes, with you. A smushy face. Mama loves you. Mummy loves you. Get your nose out from there. Don't look at me like you haven't done anything wrong. What have you done? It's like when a child gives you the most innocent look in the world and pretends they haven't done anything.
Yeah. Obviously, for those of you who haven't a good look at Mojo yet, here's a pic. This is Mojo.
Yes.
Okay. As we go along with future shows, we'll have more pictures because Stephanie has many of them.
I mean, with Mojo, no. Wait, no, you're not going to try and eat my photo either. No. I'm just going to keep that out of your reach. What are you doing? Is it in here what I'm after? No.
Well, that attracted his attention.
Why are you licking that? Did you want that? No. Okay. So, with Mojo, I have nearly 2,000 photos of him.
Mm-hmm.
Don't I? Nearly 2,000.
And we sit.
No, it's and now we lay down and sniff Mum's makeup. Just gonna take that packet away from you really quick, just in case you decide to eat it.
Also conveniently put himself between you and the door.
Yes, like, Mum, you're not allowed to leave your room now. Not that you do anyway. I'm like, that's fine. I'll eat dog treats if I have to for dinner. That's fine.
You're forgetting you have to go to if you have to go to the toilet, Steph.
It's alright. I'll jump out the window. We'll figure something out, won't we? But one of my favourite things to do with Mojo is late at night. I lay in my bed and I have YouTube running. I sit in bed and we watch two puppy. Like I say, puppies. They're not exactly puppies. They are Alaskan Malamute and Siberian Husky mixes called He and Sherpa. And that's what got him talking again, because for a while he wouldn't really talk. He has spouts where he won't talk at all. And if he does, it's only when he's given the command to speak. I mean, Mojo, speak! You get your paw. You get your nose. You get your ear. His favorite place for head scratches is in the dimple on his ear. When he's in the mood for it.
Yeah, literally where Stephanie's hand
exposing your secrets. I just got huffed at and his eyes rolled. He rolled his eyes at me. Don't play with the door stopper. Don't play with it.
Now, here's the thing, guys. This is what I was talking about before when Stephanie was off camera. Dogs take after their owners. Stephanie rolls her eyes a lot, so that's probably why Mojo does it.
I mean, he's also part cat. For example.
Oh, here we go. Look at the difference. Look at the difference.
Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha! So yeah, I crochet a lot.
Yeah, obviously, those of you who are aware, Stephanie has a show where she does crochet stuff on this channel, which is Hook Up with Steph. Mojo, however, likes wool and yarn, so Stephanie has to be very careful where she leaves her work.
It is. I mean, what? Where'd he go?
You know, we talked about him opening things earlier. The day he can open that drawer, you should be very worried.
I will be, because that's where I keep all the stuff that I'm crocheting for the channel.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, because that has a crack in it and that has a comb in it. See, my top drawer here is broken, and he can actually get into it. So I do have to monitor my child. It's like having a toddler around permanently.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't change it for the world. You can have it. You can have it.
No, you know what he wants?
Hello. 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 Do you want puppy play? Do you want puppy play? Try and get it. Try and get it. So, try and get it. Try and get it. Come on, try and get it. Try and get it. There you go. Did you really go through all that just to throw it on the floor?
Yeah. It's like, no, I spite you.
Boop. 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 What are you up to? Now, do you want to tell the viewers something about yourself? Would His Royal Highness like to disclose some information about himself?
I think His Royal Highness has pretty much disclosed to people he will do what he wants when he wants.
Now, with puppy play, he has 4 very large front teeth.
Canines for the uninitiated.
Yeah. And whenever I puppy play, he then licks my hand afterwards to make sure I'm not hurt. That's how puppy play works with him. You do your piggy noise. You're gonna make your piggy noises.
You mean like you do?
Piggy noise. Ooh. Did you make the noise?
He did. I heard him.
And then, but when it comes to his canines, my fingers hook around them. Hi. Hello. Gently. Good boy. As soon as I give the gentle command with him as well, gently, he will stop.
Yeah.
Biting so hard. And he then releases and then gives kiss. And then gets back to playing.
Yeah,
Hey.
he is playful, but he,
Tacticals! Stop! Hello! Tacticals! Enough. Calm. Calm. We're done. Good boy. And that's how I get him to stop when it gets too much for me.
Yeah.
And as you can see,
kiss my butt.
Censored. No, just censored you, you bastard. But as you can see,
yeah, that's no, you're not censoring me.
Yeah, he is now completely calm. But I will say this to people who do want to get a dog like Mojo. You yourself need to calm down as well as your dog after a puppy play.
Yes.
It's vital that you both calm down. Otherwise, if you're not calm, he or she will assume it's okay to carry on.
It's still puppy time, essentially.
Yeah. So when I say calm down enough, that's it.
Yeah, it's more instruction to both of you, not just him.
And, there you go. He is now a very calm boy. Good boy. Well done for listening. There you go. And when I do have treats to hand, he gets treats. When he does as he's told.
I would say it's always a good idea with dogs to reinforce good behaviour.
Yeah. Especially when you're training them as well. I recommend drilling in training like sit and calm when they're puppies. Obviously, I didn't do that with Mojo. But
Well, you didn't have him then?
No, I've had Mojo since he was 1.
Yeah.
Well, 1.5. And he's now 3 and a bit. And now you're just licking yourself. Good job.
Doggy bath. It's normal.
Yeah. Speaking of baths, we'll get on to that. His breeds both require baths once a year.
Yeah.
I've actually researched this and I've spoken to the vets.
No, I know this too, yeah.
Yeah,
it sounds weird, but it is literally just once a year.
Because they also with him, he's terrified of water. He absolutely hates it. So we wash him with car mitts and soap. And the only bad part is we gently pour 1 bucket of water over him at the start. And by gently, I mean I have him on a lead and my mother will very gently trail it up his back. We try to avoid the face where we can, but we do get the head and the ears. And he looks like a little drowned rat. It is really cute. And he just gives you the puppy eye glare like, you're a bitch. Why did you do that? So, yeah, he gives us that. And why are you kissing your treat? You are a very special case.
It's important for him to be kept clean, but it's not even just bathing. Obviously, there's also grooming as well, which you touched upon earlier with the when him shedding, because at the moment Stephanie's having to brush him. He doesn't particularly like being brushed in certain parts of his body as well.
I tried to brush, I believe I brushed him on the podcast that we did Sunday or shortly afterwards.
The special,
yeah. Because he mats on his bum and his tail like goes into sections after a while. So with Mojo, I was brushing away the matted fur and I accidentally got too close to his butt, like his actual butthole. He does not like that, and he's just giving me this terrified look when I when I mentioned it. I mean,
yeah, I'd be afraid of it. To be fair, if I was him, I'd be afraid of that too.
Yeah. So when I do it, I do have to be careful. It's something that I can't really multitask with, so you won't see me do much of it. Excuse you. Excuse you. Don't laugh at me. It's not funny.
I don't know. I think it's kind of funny.
But so yeah, when it comes to brushing him, especially at the moment, it's twice a day. But when he's in proper full shedding mode, because he's only just hit the start of shedding, he will only shed, when he starts shedding properly, it's 3 times a day to 4. You gonna let me?
Yeah.
Oh, good boy. Good boy. So he currently is twice a day, but as it gets progressively worse. No. Good boy. Okay, that's enough. You let me do the top half. That's fine.
Yeah, we didn't show it on camera, people, because it's something he doesn't particularly enjoy. So didn't really want to put any more pressure on him.
Yeah. So I mean, because he's not on camera, I have just brushed the top row of his teeth.
Yeah.
And he let me. That's the only reason why I did it. So he let me do it. But other than that,
the simple fact of the matter is, if he wasn't happy about it, we would have heard him.
Yeah, you would have, and because he's vocal when he's not happy about something.
Oh yeah.
Aren't you, bud? Don't look at me like you don't know what I'm on about.
He's like, what? I am innocent as the driven snow.
What?
What? Does he want rub?
Do you want rubs? What?
Or is he just posing for the camera?
I don't know. What do you want? Oh, you want to play?
Yeah, I wondered because that's the rub's position. The first thing he took.
You want to play? You want to play? We can play. Come on then. Bless you. Hi. And yeah, I'm not going to show this because he's at an awkward angle, so I can't exactly show me playing with him. But what I do is I gently move his mouth around in between my hands.
Just play with him for now. I will explain bits and pieces.
Yeah.
As Steffi just explained the first part, the reason obviously not to show it as well is it's more important that he enjoys his playtime than us seeing it. If it comes to a point where we can show it while it's happening, then we will do. But not being funny, him enjoying it is more important because it's good for him mentally to have fun.
Come here then. Come here. Come on. Oh, what was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? Huh? 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 What was that? Oh, bless you. Ah, thanks for that, bud. Cheers for that. You're just gonna lay on your back and lazy play. Is that what we're calling this now? Lazy play? Is it lazy play? oh, did Mama get ya? Oh, did Mama get ya? Me? Come in. I didn't like that. Come in. Come in. Come in. Come in.
We're back to playtime now, kids, just so you can see.
So I use his teeth in a way to guide. Ow.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Yeah, no, it's very clearly there when Stephanie, on the reaction of pain, he ceased.
Ow. Thank you.
Same thing again there, see? Wrestle play.
Gentle. Gentle. Good boy. You get your tongue. We can do it. We can do it. Huh? 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 You also need a lot of strength to do this as well.
You do.
Good boy.
Especially that kind of play, because that's similar to what he does with me. But here's an example right here of the fact of he will wait. Because Steffi's coughing, so she can't do it at the moment. So he's waiting for her to be ready.
Time out.
He's like, ooh, bottle. That's very important. This is where you can tell he's used to this because he's waiting for Steph to be ready.
Rawr. Come on in. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. You had enough? Yeah? Okay. Good session. That's the other thing as well, is listen and watch your dog's cues.
Yeah, he will tell you when's enough.
It's not just when you've had enough as well. It is if he wants to stop sooner, If your dog wants to stop sooner, pay attention and listen.
Yeah. Ultimately, if he wants to stop before you do, you stop.
And now you just come.
Yeah. And grin like a little happy puppy.
See? Good boy. But I will say another thing about the strength thing. He weighs 45 kilograms.
Yeah.
Don't you? So that's the top of a large dog weight category for his breeds.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you can puppy play, you do need to make sure that you can play correctly. And it's also important as well, because sometimes when I need to take him off, I can't always find the collar, but you grab the scruff of the neck, you don't actually grab the skin.
Yeah.
You grab the scruff.
What you'll find is, particularly on dogs, there's always a degree of excess fat at the back of their neck. It's leftover puppy fat.
Where is it?
Ideally, that's your target.
That's me pulling on the scruff of his neck. All right, okay,
yeah.
Stop. Thank you.
Yeah, essentially it's his puppy fat, to explain it.
Yeah, and that's how
grab that, only that.
Yeah, and that's also how a mother, like a dog mum, like an actual dog mum, not me, will pick up her young when they're puppies, is by the scruff of their neck.
Yeah, we mean the canine mother, to be clear.
Yeah, canine mum, not the humans who claim to be dog mums.
Yeah, the ones who gave birth to them.
Yeah, not their adoptive mums, huh?
Yeah. But that is the best place to get hold of them because it's something they understand.
You're not gonna hurt them.
And yes, it doesn't hurt them either.
Yeah. But another thing you will see me do if I start to freak out a bit is I will actually I won't throw him, but I'll push him off me with a bit of force. It doesn't hurt him. It just shows him to back off if he does get too much. Are you biting my clothes?
Well, the thing is with this stuff, your dog gets to know you as well as you your dog, basically, when it comes to this stuff. So basically, he's known Stephanie long enough to know what the cues mean when she does things.
I got a mouthful of nose.
You do realise he's going, it's my show, I'll do what I want.
You're not trying to have sex with me, no. No.
Yeah, no. No, Mojo. Sorry. It's not that kind of show.
Do you want a treat? Try not to have fun time with me for 5 minutes and then you get a treat. Okay?
Yeah, we won't be on too much longer anyway, I think, simply because I don't want to overtax him either. Yeah,
because that's the thing. I don't mind him doing these shows, but it's also I go on his cues, and yeah, he's starting to get a bit too worked up, so I'm going to quickly let him out.
Yeah, it's something I noticed when I was looking at his face, so yeah.
Yeah. Say bye-bye. You want to say bye-bye for a bit, or TTFN, whatever?
See you in a bit, Mojo.
Right, give me a minute. Let Mama get up. All right, and then... Oh!
So Steph will let him out, and he'll be able to go wander wherever he wants to go.
Do you want out? Out. Good boy.
As I explained to you guys earlier, obviously these shows are very much down to Mojo as to how and when they go, and it comes to a point where he's had enough. Then he's had enough. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I'm not making him into... He's back. I'm putting them away. I was putting them away. Okay?
It's your fault for making the noise.
I know, but I can't help his acute hearing. What's the matter, babe?
Also, like with most dogs, he has a very, very good hearing. The hearing is 4 times better than ours is. His sense of smell is a lot better than ours.
Yeah. I mean,
that could be up to 8 times better.
yeah. You going back out? You going back out? Go on. Good boy. But just to give you hello. Just to give you a rough idea on Mojo and his senses. I fell pregnant. He knew before I did. And when because he could smell the hormone changes. And when I unfortunately lost the baby, he knew before I did. He was howling and crying. And when I found out, he would lick my face because salty tears. And he wouldn't leave my side every time I went to visit him.
Yeah.
Because this was before he was my dog. Well, my family's dog, I should say.
Yeah.
But that's just to give you a rough idea. He can also tell when a woman's on her period.
Yeah, dogs often know a lot of things before humans do.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me is my PTSD attacks if they come on without me knowing. He will alert me, he will alert my mum or anyone who's in my home. He will go and grab them for me. Or because I had one on the stairs a couple of weeks ago. I was actually on call to Peter.
Yeah.
He sat there and started barking his head off because I went into an attack. And yeah. Because one thing as well for me is he can get me out of them really quick. It's the most disgusting thing in the world. He licks my face until he can lick into my mouth. Because the shock of that brings me out. And I then have to go brush my teeth immediately afterwards.
But it does work. I mean, the funny thing that happened, it's funny in hindsight, but obviously at the time, is Stephanie's mother was trying to like hug her afterwards, and Mojo wouldn't let her.
He started having a go at her and barking and telling her to back off.
Yeah.
And this was just as I was coming to, so I can hear everything while I'm having a PTSD attack. I can hear what's going on outside. It's just my mind takes me back to certain memories. But I can hear everything, and, I could hear Mum, and then I heard Mojo go in because Mum was trying to cuddle me. So, yeah, in hindsight, yes, they are certain events that go on while I'm having an attack, in hindsight, are funny. But I won't laugh at them until after I'm recovered.
Well, no, because that's not the time to laugh at them, in all honesty.
No, I mean, it's just, I personally am one of those who laugh it off. Because it's a lot easier to deal with that way. But, yeah.
But there's a time to do that, and at the time is not it.
Yeah, I mean, just to give you guys a appreciation for how much Mojo likes his toys, he got this for his birthday. This was a rabbit.
That made an appearance on the special edition 50/50 booking we did on Sunday, to give you an idea. But yeah,
There is I've just made it into a bracelet.
Yeah.
With the Patreon show, I will say the money that goes towards Mojo's show, I will be using that for Mojo for toys, a new collar, because he does need a new collar, new leads. You guys will get updates on what the money is spent on as well, Patreon-wise.
Oh, yeah. But once, obviously, this goes out to everyone, but when they're strictly Patreon shows,
yeah,
there'll be updates in those shows about what's got with anything that goes towards his show, and we can show you that stuff easily, because if it's treats and stuff, we can show you on screen and stuff. So.
Yeah, I mean, because with Mojo, he is a very expensive boyo, and we do manage, but it will just, all of your funds will go towards stuff like grooming and all his enrichment stuff, and towards his, sometimes it'll be even towards his food. We are just going to put it all on him and spoil him rotten, normal.
Make a happy doggo, basically. Is the idea.
Because the thing is, I'm all for spoiling my dog, and that is because Mojo gives nothing but love. All dogs give nothing but love towards their families. So, I just want what's best for my dog. So that's why I'm not sure, because I know we try to do each Patreon show once a month, I am aware. However, there may be months where you will go 2 months without a Mojo update. And that could be based on there's not enough content, or it could just be he's not well, or he just doesn't want to do it.
Well, simply put, this show is different. This show will be different to the other Patreon shows simply because it's what's in his best interests. It's as simple as that.
If my dog's not well, I'm not going to expect him to do anything but get cuddles.
Yeah. He may not always want to be on camera as well. Again, we're not making him because no.
Like I said, I'm not turning my dog into a show dog just for the sake of a podcast. And I actually got the offer to make him a service dog the other day for my PTSD. But that would take away him being a family dog. And I didn't want to do that to him, so I turned it down. Purely based on, I love Mojo the way he is, and I wouldn't change him for the world. Like, you could offer me all the money in the world to make him a show dog, or to make him, a therapy dog or a service dog, and I would turn it down. I would much rather have my dog live a long, healthy life full of fun and joy than have my dog have to work 24/7 or, do shows 24/7.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why, for instance, with this particular thing, it's going to be a case of they're done when he wants to do them, and it's simply a case of what he likes. And to be very clear, the reason why I thought to offer to do this with these guys, Steph and Mojo, in the first place, is a simple fact of having grown up with dogs. I'm a big dog person, and it's simply a case of if they wanted to, great. If not, that was okay too. But ultimately, his welfare and his best interests are what's important here. So if you go on without getting an actual video of him, that's what's going to happen. We will keep you updated about stuff. Regardless. He just might not always be visible, but that's purely down to whether he wants to do stuff.
Someone's ears were burning.
Yeah, because we're talking about him. He likes attention. But again, but like everyone else, there are times he won't want attention.
Yeah. I mean, especially if we're due to do a show and I have an attack beforehand, I will cancel the show. And that's because I'm not one for getting in dogs' faces. However, Mojo lets me because, part of me becomes really scared. And he is my biggest comfort. And then after I'm...
Go on. Sorry. I thought you'd finished. Go on.
So after I'm fully recovered, he needs downtime. He needs decompression. He needs a lot of alone time. Are you trying to get out the toilet roll?
Yeah, it's what I was going to draw attention to, is what you just said there, basically, is afterwards he needs his time.
Yeah. So it would be, postponed for a day or two, depending, or a couple of hours even.
Well, it's whatever's in his best. It's what's in his best interests. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Excuse me. What are you doing?
Being sneaky. Well, he's trying to be.
What are you doing? Yeah, Mama caught you doing something, didn't she? Where are you going? No, get away from the body lotion. Do you want to come sit up on the bed? Is that what you're after? Come on in.
Is there enough room for him on there?
Yeah, give me a sec. I just need to close that because I have noisy siblings. Oh, come on in. Oh. Do you want the bottle? There you go. Now, I personally am a big fan of Mojo being on my bed. Like, I'm a big fan of, in general, dogs being up on the bed. I don't mind. I know there are some people who get iffy about that. But, I have a king-size bed. I'm a single woman who, I don't need all of my bed. And I wake up to him most mornings anyway if I don't let him on my bed. So it's just a case of, yeah, fine, whatever. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, it's just whatever in the best. Yeah, it's all down to what all the joys and fun and such things. So
Yeah. And here is a wild Mojo enjoying his bottle.
and as the Mojo devours the lid of the bottle, in the mightiest of the Mojos. I do think we should probably just about now probably leave him to go back to his normal life as well, just not to give him.
Yeah.
We don't want to get on too long.
Yep, he's currently sniffing around my bed, so I think we'll call it.
I think some downtime for him is good because, as we said before, we don't want to give him too much. And a lot of the shows on this network go long. These shows will the most will be an hour and a half, and that's at most.
Yeah.
Again, that's for his benefit. They'll probably most of them will end up probably being shorter.
Oh yeah, I mean there could be some shorter ones. There could be ones. I mean, I do want to try and get some footage for you guys of Mojo on a walk. Well, for our Patreons, this will be.
Yeah.
So I will be trying to do stuff like that.
More extra bits and pieces, possibly like bath time and stuff as well.
No. That's one I won't film purely based on he goes under enough distress. I'm not going to do that.
I am kidding about the bath time.
I know you are, but I'm just clarifying for all the viewers. I will not put him through that. It'll just be stuff like playtimes, nap times.
It'll be the fun stuff, you know. You guys, he does not enjoy bath time, so we don't want to make it worse for him.
No.
So. But it is something he has to have, but it's just something we don't want to make traumatic for him. So.
Yeah. Did you just slip from my bed again? His hind leg slipped off because he's not on properly, but.
He's like, maybe.
I mean, that's how much he likes his bottles. I don't know if you can see that properly.
We can see the dentation, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Sorry I did that. I'm sorry. I love you. So, yeah, that's a introduction to Mojo's life.
Yeah,
and if you want to see more, if you want to see more, go on Patreon.
Yeah, basically. This show will pop up in with the Patreon stuff as well. As I said before, if you particularly, I will sort out a particular price tier for Mojo's show for people who specifically want to support this show.
Yes.
So, guys, because that's your way of you guys telling me you want to help him.
Yeah.
And that stuff, those funds will go directly to getting Mojo stuff to help to make his life better, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I know it says on here Peter's the host, but in all reality, we know who's the true host here.
But I'm the host, but he's the Lord. That's why he's the Lord.
You higher up. You higher up than Uncle Peter.
Yeah, I'm the host because he doesn't want to, because he likes to wander around. I'm the host to make sure he doesn't have to stay here all the time.
Yeah, this is how clever he is. He's actually unscrewed it off.
Yeah.
You're not getting that back because that.
So then you have to keep an eye on dogs like him for that exact reason.
Yeah, I mean his favorite bottles as well, Coca-Cola bottles. So yeah, you guys may actually contribute towards his Coca-Cola bottle stash. So yeah,
a whole bunch of stuff. But what you guys can do without having to donate anything.
Yes. Come check out my baby's Instagram.
The link will be in the description below.
Yes. Do you not want it anymore because the lid's off? Okay.
So we appreciate you guys actually viewing this. Of course, we did say I did say there wouldn't be any sorting stuff this week because there isn't. That's why this is here. So wanted to give you guys something. So we thought I just trying to work out what it was, and I thought this would be the best idea because I think most people would enjoy seeing Mojo.
Yes. Yes.
you know. And
Where is he?
he's down, over. There we go.
Say
Got him.
bye. Say bye. Speak. Camera shy now, yeah. Okay, there you go. Enjoy.
No, he's good. He's good. That I think people will be happy with that. So, yeah, you guys can find his Instagram and give him some follows as well. That will help.
Big fat green.
You know, it's good fun because that's also another place where you might get some pictures and stuff of him as well.
Stop it! Stop tickling my leg. You saying bye?
That seems appropriate. And obviously, our main person here today is Lord Mojo. We've also been joined, of course, by Stephanie.
Kind of get no choice in the matter on that one.
Exactly. So Stephanie's information's in the description below as well. There's no graphic on the screen because this is Mojo's show.
Yes.
It's as simple as that.
Yes.
Also, even my stuff's not here as well for this exact same reason. This is Mojo's show. Again, you can look in the description for anything, all my stuff. And of course, the network stuff is also down there too. Okay, because that's not going to get to be shown here either because this is Mojo's show.
This is purely for the puppy.
Yeah, so as in case you guys haven't worked out yet, this is the wonderful world of Mojo. And what he wants is what he gets.
Yeah, and he said to us, no plugging our shit.
He said, plug me, but don't plug your stuff. You can put it in the description, but not on the screen.
Yep.
So that's what we did. Okay? So
we
did what you wanted, we did what you wanted, Lord.
And he's licking his peewee as gratitude. Don't bite my bed covers.
I was going to say biting his peewee. I was like, that would have been weird.
There was, just very quickly before we go off air, there was one time, because he scratches around that area using his teeth. Mm-hmm. There was one time he bit his balls and yelped.
To be fair, if you would bite your balls, you probably would yelp.
Yeah. I laughed while asking if he was okay.
I think he's watched too many 50 Shades of Grey. But anyway.
Oh. Did you just give the huff to Peter?
Do you not like 50 Shades of Grey then, Mojo?
Can Mummy watch that later? He's just stopped, like, licking his paw and looked at me like, no.
Or would you prefer 50 Shades of Doggo?
Do you want to watch Key and Sherpa? That's a yes. Right, we're going to go do that. We're going to go watch Key and Sherpa.
So this is it for this show here. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Salt and Stuff will be back this time next week. Mm-hmm. Just so you're aware. We are pre-recording this, just to give you a heads up here, people. So that's why Steph's a bit confused when I said that. So
yeah, I was just thinking, oh wait, we're not actually live yet.
Yeah, this is live to tape essentially, guys. Just to give you an example.
Mama stupid.
That means is I'm recording this, and as we record it, what's recorded is going to go straight out. I'm not editing anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So this will go up at the same time as Salt and Stuff normally does. So you guys will know that obviously by this point. Mm-hmm. That will be back next week. Obviously, this will stay up in that show's feed and obviously in the main feed as well. But obviously with the Patreon stuff, that will be in the Patreon stuff. So you'd have to go for the Patreon tiers to get that.
Right, I'll load it up. All right.
And with that,
calm down, Your
Highness. We are going because His Highness wants to do stuff.
Yes. Bye-bye.